Welcome to Miss Martin Muses and more House of the Dragon. More specifically, how did the content of Regent, the episode we saw last Sunday night, compare with the content in Fire and Blood? Part 2, Team Black. Last time we saw how Prince Aemon became the Regent and Sir Criston Cole remained Hand of the King. Quote, the seeds Jacaerys Valerian had planted on his flight north had begun to bear fruit, and men were gathering at White Harbor, Winterfell, Barrowtown, Sisterton, Goldtown, and the Gates of the Moon. Oh, wait, I didn't see them mentioning the twins and the Freys. I wonder why. Oh, because in the source material, the Freys were already on their side and were one of many houses fighting with Prince Daemon at the Battle of Burning Mill, something they decided not to do for reasons. Quote, the fruits of what Jacaerys Valerian had done, should they join their strength to that of the River Lords assembling at Harrenhal with Prince Daemon. This is what Sir Criston Cole is telling Aemond. Even the strong walls of King's Landing may not be able to withstand them. They changed this in the show for a haunted house story. What they've done to Daemon this season is very annoying to me. Team Green had some other defeats with Lord Ormond Hightower, which I'm not going to go into because it's possible they're going to show it in the next episodes. What does Aemon have to say about all of this? That blank on Dragonstone is not a threat, referring to Rhaenyra. The danger is my uncle. Once Daemon is dead, all these fools flying our sisters' banners will run back to their castles and trouble us no more. Meanwhile, what even is Rhaenyra doing? She is, quote, faring badly. The death of her son Lucerys had been a crushing blow to a woman already broken by pregnancy, labor, and stillbirth. When word reached Dragonstone that Princess Rhaenys had fallen, angry words were exchanged between the Queen and Lord Valerian, who blamed her for his wife's death. It should have been you, the sea snake shouted at her grace. Staunton sent to you, yet you left it to my wife to answer and forbade your sons to join her. For all the castle knew that the princes Jace and Joff had been eager to fly with Princess Rhaenys to Rook's Rest with their own dragons. Speaking of Rhaenyra's sons, quote, her grace was far from alone. 4 living sons remained to her. My strength and my consolation, the queen called them. Aegon the Younger and Viserys, Prince Daemon's sons, were 9 and 7, respectively. Prince Joffrey was but 11, but Jacaerys, Prince of Dragonstone, was on the cusp of his 15th name day. That's a huge change. They have them as preschoolers in the show, and I'm worried about what that means for some later events, if you know what I mean. Quote, it was Jace who came to the fore now late in the year 129 AC, but not sneaking off to go to the Freys. Quote, mindful of the promise he had made to the Maiden of the Vale, he ordered Prince Joffrey to fly to Goldtown with Taraxes. Munkin suggests that Jace's desire to keep his brother far from the fighting was paramount in this decision. This did not sit well with Joffrey, who was determined to prove himself in battle. Only when told that he was being sent to defend the Vale against King Aegon's dragons did his brother grudgingly consent to go. So in the book, they kept the promise to Jane Eyre. They sent her a dragon. Joffrey's dragon was dragony, and he could fly him. But since they changed this, they have to change that. They made Joffrey too young. Continuing, Rhaena, the 13-year-old daughter of Prince Daemon by Laena Valerian, was chosen to accompany Joffrey. Known as Rhaena of Pentos for the city of her birth, she was no dragon rider, her hatchling having died some years before. But she brought 3 dragon's eggs with her to the Vale, where she prayed nightly for their hatching. This leads to something very hopeful, which I won't talk about. However, I'm afraid we're not going to get it at all because it looks like the rumors are true about them making Rhaena take over Nettle's role, which I have a huge problem with. Well, what of Baela? She remained on Dragonstone. Long betrothed to Prince Jacaerys, she refused to leave him, insisting that she would fight beside him on her dragon, though Moondancer was too small to bear her weight. Though Baela also announced her intent to marry Jace at once, no wedding was ever held. The Prince of Dragonstone also had a care for the safety of his half-brothers, Aegon the Younger and Viserys, aged 9 and 7. This is where I'm going to leave it because what happens next is a bit of a spoiler. Note, though, they did not go to the Vale. So there it is. Let me know. Help me out here. Tell me what I got right. Tell me what I got wrong and what I may have left out. Won't lie, I'm very disappointed with how this season turned out. When I saw the trailer, I thought boom, we are going to see all of these awesome pieces coming together and just going straight forward right to the climax of this season. They've chosen not to do that. And I think we're seeing the results. Have a great day, everyone. Have a great day. And be certain, if you've got some awesome material laid out for you from George R. R. Martin, use it.